it's Katona. I'm here with AJR,
Hello.
which is Jack, Ryan, and Adam. Very, very excited to have you guys. I've had the click on repeat for months. It is the soundtrack of my Mondays through Fridays.
Oh, really? What is the soundtrack of your Saturday and Sunday?
Sleep.
Okay,
Yep.
that's fair.
Just to get this out of the way, why not JAR?
Why not JAR?
Why
I
not
think
AJR?
we went.
I mean, why AJR?
Why AJR? Yeah, I think we went through every variation of a band name and the initials, and I think AJR just kind of flows the best. And it's also alphabetical.
It is
And it's fair because he's the oldest.
Right, but it's not fair because I'm the youngest. So
Yeah,
we run
I was
into a
gonna
little
say,
bit of an
you
issue
jammed
there.
yourself in the middle there.
I just right in there.
Right in
Just
there.
let me get me in there.
Ryan's like,
you know?
whatever. So people refer to you guys as a DIY band, and I had never heard that phrase before. I got into you guys a lot, and to me, I just picture like you guys like with Kleenex boxes and like ukuleles made of like toilet paper rolls.
Oh,
and
you're
rubber
imagining that we
bands.
make the instruments ourselves
Yeah,
out of
and
like
I'm like, no, that
materials.
can't be it. It sounds more complicated. But you guys really, truly write, produce, and mix all your own stuff. You've been doing it for over a decade, mainly out of your apartment.
Yeah, we write, produce, record, mix everything in our living room in Chelsea, and we started out street performing.
Yes.
Yeah, and we eventually made enough money just from street performing to pay for all our equipment. So it is really just kind of self-made.
Yeah, it wasn't really our plan. I think for a while we thought we were just making like demos. Like demos are like the first drafts of songs, you know. And then at some point we kind of realized these sound unique and they sound professional enough. We've gotten good enough where this could maybe be on the radio.
Yes.
And it sounds unique. It doesn't sound like other people that make it in the studio. So we just tried it and it kind of worked.
Yes, absolutely. It sounds uniquely you. So, like, as
Thank
I
you.
said, you've been doing this for over a decade, and I mean, your Twitter skills are outrageous.
Really?
What do you mean by
Well,
that?
tell.
I mean, you get an organic ad from Rivers,
Oh.
and then you just slide in there and say, you want to work together?
Right,
And he
yeah.
just says, yep.
That's
Yeah.
actually exactly
I
how
know.
it went, right?
And that's amazing.
Yeah.
That and Sia, like those two things on
She was
Twitter.
the one initially
thing.
hooked
That's the
you
exact
up.
same thing. I didn't really think about that.
You tweeted at Sia directly, and then she's like, you guys, she told the label that you got to hear these guys, right?
Right, yeah, I'm almost scared about how much you know about us. That's
Awkward.
that's cool, yeah.
But-
but yeah, no, the Rivers thing was crazy because our last single Week got really big. It was like our biggest song so far, and he liked it, I guess, and he wrote to us and was like, "I love this song." We were like, "Hey, let's work together," and somehow we managed to be on our song, which is crazy.
Amazing. And yeah, he is a feature on Sober Up, which
Yeah.
we love here in Milwaukee, playing
Thank
the
you.
hell out of.
Thank you for playing. That. Very
Thank
cool.
you, everyone.
Of course, but your album, The Click, is amazing, like I said, and I think it really kind of sums up, in a really fun way, though, just what it feels like to be on the 20s struggle bus.
Oh wow.
I think that's exactly what we were going for. You know, like me and Ryan, and he also graduated from college, but we wrote the album when we were kind of in college, and we were just observing all of this life around us. Everyone was going through just such hard stuff, and we said, let's just make an album about that.
Yeah.
And college is kind of split into the kids that feel like they're already adults and the kids that are like, oh, I just wish I could kind of go back and get back into
Absolutely.
my childhood bed. And we're kind of struggling every other day. We feel a different way. So we wanted to write an album that is that struggle of growing up.
Absolutely. I have to tell you guys, I was reading a review on a blog, and I want to hear what you think about this description of you, okay?
Is it a good review, or?
It was a good review,
okay.
but just wait. I don't know if you've read this, but it's amazing. They said you guys are like 3 Sheldon Coopers who kidnapped Brian Wilson, broke into Kanye West's studio, and did nasty stuff on his laptop. Thoughts?
Who's Sheldon Cooper? Is that the guy
Wait.
The
from
guy from Big Bang Theory. And you guys are like way more likable than that dude, so don't take that too personally, but the rest of it's pretty great.
I think they're talking about like our general lanky physical
That's
figure.
insulting. They go straight there.
I don't know if that's insulting. It's just kind of what it is.
I
you
also
know?
love that you memorized the entire quote.
Come
That was so
on.
impressive.
That's the best description of you guys ever. Like, I mean, it might not be all the way right, but it's pretty
Wait,
detailed.
so who are the people? Sheldon Cooper.
kidnapped Ryan Wilson and broke into Kanye's studio. I think that's like right on the money. Exactly. At least what we're trying to go
How
for.
late was that guy up? Like, oh, what should I say?
He definitely didn't sleep that night.
No,
yeah, there's
but
no way.
I think that's pretty spot
Yeah,
on.
I feel like we think about that a lot. We think about Beach Boys, like the songwriting and the emotion of Beach Boys meets the production of Kanye West, like the
Absolutely.
forward-thinkingness of the hip-hop of Kanye West.
Absolutely. You can hear all that, and it's amazing that you guys mix and produce and write all your own stuff. You can hear it all throughout the album.
Thank you so
And-
much. Wow.
Absolutely.
Do you-
Thank you for joining us.
Do you have a favorite on the album? I'm curious.
I love Turning Out.
Turning Out.
It's very, like, that's perfect. That's like I think that's what every millennial is feeling right now. And millennials are like, you know, it's almost a bad term now, like we're all lazy losers.
Right.
But all of your songs in the album really show the contrary. Like Hang Out shows you've been working since you were teenagers.
Right, yeah.
Yeah, so millennials is still a good thing.
It is.
But yeah, I love Turning Out. I love Netflix Trip.
Oh,
Right.
yeah? Are you an Office fan?
Yes, and
So
that's
there
an
you go.
amazing concept for a song. If you haven't heard the album, do yourself a favor and listen to it. But Netflix Trip is based around pretty much living your life through the timing of watching The Office.
Right.
And it's
Yeah.
amazing.
Yeah, we just
Thank
chose
you.
The Office because that's our absolute favorite show of all time. And I think what's really cool is that people are relating other TV shows to it and are, you know,
Right.
as soon as a TV show is over, it's kind of like, I just lost 5 of my best friends, which is
Yep.
sad, honestly, you know, but it's where we are.
And it's interesting to look back and think, like, I know that Jack crosses his legs like this because Jim Halpert does it. I know that
It's just what-
we
it's just
all
what
do
it is,
that, and
yeah.
it's because we grew up watching Jim Halpert do it. And it's true.
I love
and it's so
that.
funny how that kind of molds your personality, right?
Yes, absolutely. But such an amazing concept for a song.
Yeah?
As soon as I heard that, I was like, oh, I'm hooked for life.
Oh, wow.
For
I
life.
I was
Wow.
already, but
Now let's
you.
get really experimental and see if she hangs on, okay?
I will, I promise.
Okay.
We're gonna get nasty on Kanye West's laptop for the next
That's
one.
what
Really
he said
nasty.
too, which I was
Yeah.
like, what do you mean?
Not music. It's
I
other
know.
stuff.
Like
It's
I was
very
kind of like,
nasty.
are you talking about like what are you talking
I
about?
think he is.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you're right. We won't go there.
Okay.
Well, this is AJR. They are joining us tonight for Big Snow Show 12. Thank you guys so much for coming.
Thank you
Thanks
for
for
having
having
us.